motion!
Let's come
Back to the future!
I say the future is
encore!
This is serious, people.
Welcome to the party! The one, the only.
DJ Mikey Motion.
So, joining us with that fancy techno shit.
This is madness.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, man, you know it's something right about now.
And now, please welcome the man of the hour.
Mikey Motion!
Oh, hello, how are you? Come on, come in, get yourselves in here, guys. Come on, it's me, Mikey Motion. Welcome to the new show. This is Mikeys Bit, the podcast, the most anticipated show of the decade, maybe even the century. I have been talking about it for a while, guys, so welcome. Why are you here? Are you here to be nosy? Are you just being nosy? Are you here for a perv at my beard, my lovely beard there? Or are you interested? Are you a fan? Are you a follower? Why are you here? Ask yourself that question. Are you watching me? Are you on YouTube? Are you being creepy? Are you listening on some sort of device? Are you listening on what's the big devices? What they called? Can't even think of one. Spotify. There's one. Are you listening on that? Hopefully, in the future, once I've done about 4 or 5 shows, we'll get these onto Spotify. So if you're listening on Spotify, hello. If you're watching on YouTube, hello guys. Welcome. Thanks for coming. That's the main thing. You're here. Alright. So, the big idea, what's the big idea? The big idea behind this podcast was for me to feel comfortable talking in front of a camera. Alright. The places I want to go, the places I want to be is going to probably require these skills. So over the past few months, I would say I've got quite comfortable. For the listeners, I just lay back, looked gallus, and took a drink of flavoured water. I would say I'm feeling quite comfortable, alright? And that is because I've been doing a wee show every week, Laugh or Cry, a 5-minute stand-up show. We're on week 5 where I write a wee bit of stand-up comedy, a wee bit of material during the week, and then I video it, and then I premiere the video on Facebook, and it's been going really well. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying writing near enough every day. It's sharpening the tools. I can't get to do any stand-up comedy because obviously the pandemic, everybody knows about that. So it's been hard. So the least I can do is do a wee show every 5 minutes. A wee 5-minute show every week. Apologies if I get flustered, guys. This is the first podcast. I'm a wee bit nervous, but we'll go with it. And look, I mean, I'm not trying to create a podcast to be Joe Rogan or a big star or James English or anything like that. But we're here. We've got the brick wall, black wall, nice pictures. We've got the lighting. We've got the microphone. All right, we're here and we're living, we're breathing. All right, that's the main thing. That is the main thing. So, the stand-up show, I've been doing that every week for 5 minutes, and I'm enjoying it. And it's helping me write. It's helping me craft. It's giving me a bit of stage time, and it's certainly made me feel more comfortable on the camera. So job done. And cheers to everybody who's been watching that and sharing it. I'm going to keep that going. I'm going to keep doing that. Now, I don't want this podcast to be doom and gloom, alright? I want this to be an entertaining podcast. Hopefully it'll be once a month, alright? If I can get one video done a month between 45 minutes to an hour, I'll be happy. Alright, I'll be happy. And to start off with, I think it's going to be just me. In the meantime, just me and you. Alright, I'll just be talking. Hopefully it helps people because I'm a big podcast guy. I like a good podcast. It's things like watching podcasts have helped me You know, just some of the podcasts I watch, it's just a talking head like this one, and some are conversations, and it's good. You can't beat. There's something good. There's something soothing about listening to somebody speak and hearing their stories. I think anyway. So that's where I'm headed with this. Maybe when we get 3 or 4 or 5 deep into the series, into the podcast, I'll start getting guests on. I know a lot of cool people. I know a lot of good DJs, big DJs, comedians, and people from all different walks of life. So hopefully that's the direction we're going to be moving in now. Like I said, I don't want this podcast to be doom and gloom. I want it, don't get me wrong, there's going to be funny stories, there's going to be sad stories, bad stories, there's going to be crazy stories, but we need to talk about the doom and gloom sometimes, alright? I feel that I need to talk about the year 2020, not too much, just to get it out the road, alright? Just, I feel I need to clear my chest, I feel I need to get stuff off my chest, and just some of the feelings, the emotions I've had, and it's just the way my head has been, alright? I just want to clear a few things up. So basically 2020 was a terrible year. Everybody knows that, right? It was a cunt of a year. I would say for our generation, you know, all over the world. I mean, I know there's been loads of big disasters, I appreciate that, you know, but this has been just dreadful, man, alright? People lost their jobs, people lost family members, alright? People were fucking cooped up 24/7. A lot of bad stuff was happening, alright? And the 2020 was after a flyer, for me anyway. It was looking good, things were looking good. I had loads of big DJ bookings in. I was going to be playing at Ibiza. I was going to be playing in Magaluf. I had a good few bookings, you know, penciled in, run about the UK. It was going to be a cracking year. Also, for me, for stand-up, comedy-wise, it was going to be my best year. Because it was going to be my biggest gig to date, my first headline show, alright, which was in the Classic Grand, supposed to be 350 odd people. It sold out in the matter of days, and I was fucking blew away with that. I was, honest to God, that really blew my mind. The fact that people were interested and people wanted to come and see us, that was fucking a great feeling. I've been doing stand up for 2 years now, like open mics and, you know, stuff like that. A couple of charity gigs, but mostly open mic nights. But this was going to be the big one. I had a cracking lineup on as well, laugh or cry. So cheers to everybody that bought a ticket for that. The tickets are still lying there. So whenever we can get back out to do this gig, we will. And I feel more ready than I ever have for that. I think when I put the show on, maybe I wasn't ready for it. Maybe I wasn't ready. Maybe I wasn't sharp enough. Maybe my you know, I didn't feel that I was good enough. And it was quite, leading up to the show, I was excited, but I was nervous as fuck. I really was. I was shiting it. But now I feel like I'm ready for it because as I said, I've not stopped writing stuff. I've been practicing. Before that show, I wasn't really practicing unless I was at an actual gig. Now, this comedy business, I fell right in love with it, big time, like more than ever. Alright, I'm giving it 100%. I mean, everything I've ever done, always done in my life, whether it be a job, anything, I've never ever gave it 100%. Never, nothing, never. Whether it be, you know, when DJing, I would say I'd say I gave DJing about 40-50% the whole time. Alright, it got me in good places. I got to see, I got really good gigs. I played in different parts of the world I never imagined even going to. Alright, I held down residencies for years, but I never ever gave it enough effort. I never ever gave it my all, my full heart, everything. And I think it's quite scary to me when I look back and think, if I did get 100%, where would I be? Where would I ended up? But everything happens for a reason. Stuff happens and things fall into place. I believe that this, now, the comedy, is where I'm always supposed to have been through the years. Every, you know, since I've been a nipper, all I've ever wanted to do is entertain people and make people laugh. And I've got a real passion for it, a real love. So, that is where I'm going to go. Now, again, apologies guys if I can go back and forward. My head is a bit of a fucking jumbo sale, alright, and it's hard for me to keep in track because I'm here 1 minute and I'm there the next. So, just stay patient with me. If you want to hear the story, stay tuned. Alright, now 2020, like I said, it was going to be a brilliant year. And then what happened? COVID came, the pandemic, which fucked everybody up. Alright, it fucked everybody up. It was, as I said, people lost their jobs, people lost fucking everything, their livelihood. You know, nightclubs closed, pubs shut, everything shut. And it left a lot of people in bad places. Now, while all that was happening, alright, I'm going to talk about some stuff here that I've not really spoke about. And I just feel like I want to get it out there. I want people to know me. Do you know what I mean? I want people to understand me. So, so when all that was happening, in the pandemic, my mum, she was really not well. My mum's always had health problems, through her whole life, alright, but she was in the hospital at the time and we couldn't get to see her, me, my mum, my dad, any of the family, me, my dad, my brother, sorry, or even my daughter, we couldn't get to visit her because of the pandemic, because of what was happening. Now, she eventually got at the hospital let her out, she was out for 2 days and she passed away, alright, my mum died. Now, it wasn't, she didn't die through COVID or anything like that, it was just health problems, underlying health problems that she had for years. And when she died, it was hard, obviously, she's her ma, do you know what I mean? And, you know, me, my brother, my dad, the full family, just devastated, man. It's a hard thing to go through. If you're watching and you've lost one of your parents, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't lost a parent yet, you won't know, but just be prepared, because it's not a nice thing. Honestly, I want to say that now I feel closer to my ma than I ever have or did. It's shite to say that, but I just feel I understand her more now that she's passed. All right, and not in any bad ways, all good ways. Like, I just understand her, and I feel closer to her for some reason. It's strange. It's a strange feeling, but it's hard. But it was just one of the things that's happened, and it's quite hard to talk about it for me. That's how I'm kind of stuttering and stammering here. But I'll just basically move on and tell you how I sort of overcame it. I mean, at that point, I'm proud of myself for the way I dealt with it. Because it's not an easy thing. Death isn't an easy thing. Now, I've experienced death through my whole life, to be fair. What I mean by that is like, for the age of 15, moving forward to now, I'm 34 now, I've always had pals, close mates die, alright? Probably about 2 or 3, that's no joke, me even saying this, probably about 2 or 3 mates a year since I've been about 15, alright? I'm not saying that you get used to death, but you get familiar with it, and you kind of learn how to deal with it. It's just like it's just a shocking thing, man. Like I said, guys, I don't want this to be doom and gloom, but I want to get this out the road. All right, so just stick with me. It's a hard thing, all right. But so where was I? So people dying. So I have experienced that for many years now. All right, now losing my mum was different. I just don't really know when it's going to hit me, or if it has hit me, or how I feel about it. It's a hard thing, alright. Now, when all that was going on, before that, through my whole life, since I've been about 15, I'd say, I've been a big boozer, alright. Just the same as probably anybody else, I'd say, at my age, at 34, who was a raver, or who done stuff like that. I'd say, for ages of 14, 15, I've been boozing every weekend. Sometimes like binging it out, just booze, coke, eckies, all that stuff. Not no matter what a good eckie, alright, I'll put my hand up. I haven't took eckies in 5 months. I don't think I'll be going back. I've had my times with them, I've had my fun times. But what am I trying to say here? So I'm trying to explain the kind of state I was in just before my mum died, right? Now I'm going to go back here, and I was in, the way I would describe it, I was in a cunt of a place, alright? I was living inside my head. And it was dark, and it was horrible. Now, a lot of you guys might not have noticed that about me, because I just tend to try and keep moving forward and put a friendly face on and try and please everybody. I was still putting videos up on Facebook. I was still trying to make people laugh, but inside my head was hell. Alright? It was absolutely hellish. Now, I think the reason I got to that place is because something inside me told me that I had to chuck it all. Alright? In fact, what I'll do is I'll go back even further here, right? I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I'm just going to be honest with you because that's, I feel, I just need to be an open book. If I'm going to be doing this, I want you to really know me and I want to be as honest as I can. So, I've always been a fucking happy guy. I've never been a depressed guy. I would say I've probably always been an anxious person since I was young, very young. But never really a depressed person. I've always been happy. But it started off with me. I mean, like, being in a relationship, right? Now, see me, I've realised now I don't need anybody. I don't need to be in a relationship to be happy. Alright? That's not the way I used to think. The same goes for anybody that's listening. Alright? That I see it happening with people all the time. I see the same thing. People are in a relationship. They come out of that one and they go straight into another one without working on themselves. So they go into another relationship with the same problems. They attract the same sort of people. It doesn't matter if it's a lassie attracting a guy or a guy attracting a lassie. These sort of people attract the same people. Whether it's a guy, you attract a guy and he's always fucking going to batter you. Alright, you're going to keep attracting the same people. The same as guys attracting the same birds that are going to probably cheat on them. Alright, it's because you don't change yourself. You go for one relationship right into the next without working on yourself. Now, I've been single now for about 3.5 years and I can say that I've completely worked on myself and I'm happy and I'm content just being myself because I know that's where I need to be now. That's the place I'm at. I don't need anybody because I'm happy with my own company. Alright? I'm a much better guy, I'm a much better person, I'm a better dad when I've not got a partner. Alright? I'm a better mate. I'm just a better person altogether. Alright? And it's because I've took the time to actually work on myself. All the problems that you carry through the years into different, and if you're watching this, try and take note, man. If you're in a happy relationship, if you're in a relationship with now and you're not happy in it, get out it, because you only get one shot at life. Alright, there's no point in wasting any more days, wasting any more time in a relationship where you're fucking sitting there and you're like, I don't want to be here. Get out it, and it doesn't matter if you're going to hurt the other person, because in the long run it's going to better them. But anyway, we'll go back. Basically, I was in a relationship. It was a good relationship, alright. The lassie was cracking. It was a good relationship. There was never really any arguing or anything like that, but I'm a creative guy, right? I feel like I always need to do something. I always need to be doing, if I've got an idea in my head, I want to do it. Like, whether it be DJing or music or videos, mad videos, or art, any sort of art. I love it, right? And I feel like when I get that feeling, I need to get it out. I don't feel like I can do that. I don't feel like I can truly be me when I'm with somebody. Alright? And maybe, you know, in the future, I'll probably will end up with somebody, but I'm not looking for somebody. Do you know what I mean? I'm just doing what I'm doing and I'm happy doing that. So basically, I feel like I can't really be myself when I'm with somebody. And when I'm with somebody, I basically try and do it and then I just gear up. And because I'm not getting to be my creative self, basically what happens is I go into this bubble, right? I go into this bubble and I don't let anybody in. I don't let anybody in it. Whoever it is that I'm with, the partner, I'll just start being shit with him. I'll just be angry all the time. I'll be cheeky. I'll be short with them because I don't really want to be there, but I don't want to tell them that I don't. It's a hard one. It really is. It's a hard one, but I'm sure if you've been through it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But that's the kind of place I was. But when I was in that bubble, right, when I was in that relationship, basically I felt depressed and one thing happened, right, my cousin Paul passed away, right, he was like a brother to me, and that made things a million times worse, alright, so through when he died, it was only, like I said, he was only a couple of years older than me. We were really close. We were like brothers, man. But I hadn't spoke to him much. We weren't about a year up until he died. Basically, we had our own lives. He was doing his own thing, I was doing my own thing. I had moved into this flat. I had my daughter. I had a partner. He had his partner at the time. Things were going all right, probably for both of us in separate, parts. But we didn't really speak a lot. And then he just died, which was hard. Because he was the boy. If you know Paul Collins, if you knew him, you know what kind of guy he was, man. He was just daft, know what I mean? And he was a lovable guy, and he would do anything for you, and he had all the time in the day for anybody. So when he died, there was loads of fucking good things that I wanted to do. He didn't get a good chance to get to know my daughter. My daughter didn't get a good chance to get to know him, and I miss him. I really miss him. But when I was back in that kind of time, my head was up my arse, right? I wasn't performing in work. I went to the doctors, doctor, this isn't a joke by the way, but you go to the doctors, doctor, I don't feel right. The doctor just fucking put us on a tablet, sertraline. Now I want to speak about this sertraline. If you know what it is, you'll know how bad it is, and if you're on it, get off it. Now, that horrible depressed feeling I was feeling, that bubble I was in, it's so hard to describe, but my problems went away, but I felt, basically I was a walking fucking zombie, right? I was just a fucking big zombie, okay? Is that what's the battery on that? Hold on guys, I need to plug this in. I don't know if it's going to cut that out, shit. Right, we'll go with this now, right? Let me check in fact. We'll just go with it. Right, so I was a big fucking walking, talking zombie, right? This drug, sertraline, basically what it does, it's a chemical imbalance in your brain. When you take it, it changes it, right? I'm not going to get too technical on it, I just want to tell you how I felt and the effects it had on me. So, I was taking this and I was just becoming numb to everything. I didn't care about anything. Do you know what I mean? I was just getting up in the morning, got to work, doing the same thing. Every day. I stopped washing, right? I wasn't even washing myself. I wasn't looking after myself at all. I was in my work, I had a cracking job, right? I went from up there to away down there, alright? I was a manager. I used to wear a suit to work every day, a different suit to work every day. Always looking fresh, always looking smart, always on the button, always on the ball. I went from that to a mad fucking trampy Jake ball, where people in the work probably just lost a lot of respect for me. People in the work, honestly, it's a horrible, me thinking back to it now, I don't like it. I don't like the guy I was when I was on that sertraline. I don't recommend it to anybody. It takes your problems away, but you just turn into a fucking zombie. Alright, now, when all that was happening, like I said, I went for I had a cracking job, man, and I was doing well. I was a manager in the place, and I was in charge of different teams and everything, and I just started fucking everything up. I started taking days off work. I started getting into work mad with it. I was mad with it in work. I was tripping in work. I'd taken acid. I was tripping in work. It was weekends. I was just staying out to the fucking Monday, still tripping, trying to go to work. I'd sit in the desk, sit like that. The fucking computer screen was massive. My boss was walking towards me and his head was that size. It wasn't good. Alright, I totally fucked it. I really did. I fucked good jobs up and I just get sick of it. And I realised, look, I can't do this anymore. No more. I need to change this. I need to get off this. But let me explain. See, this drug, right, like I said, it's a chemical imbalance in your brain. So all your nerves, everything are all wired up together. And every time you take this, your body needs it each day. So see, if you miss one of these tablets, you start getting, it might sound stupid and it might right, but you get body shocks and zaps. It's like, it's hard to explain, but if you've took them, you'll know what I mean. Alright? It's like water. There's hundreds of water in your head and it's fucking, you get zaps and shocks and that. It's not a nice thing, right? So, basically, I knew I had to come after them, right? So I went to work and I says, look, I need to take a week off. I've got these tablets. I'm going to be coming off them. I'm going to be all over the place. So I need a week off. So they gave me a week off. And in that week, for part of the weekend, at the weekend of that week, me, my ma, my dad, and my daughter, we all went on a wee holiday up to stay with my ma's pal in Fraserburgh, right, just to get away. It was good, man. It's a weekend that I'll never forget, man. With my ma and stuff like that, the way, and it was just class. But it wasn't, again, it was a good weekend, but it was a bad weekend. All right. Now, what happened was, when I was trying to come after these, we went away up, and I was all over the place, man. It's funny now, like doing that, like fucking twitching and all that, but that's the way it really is. So I was coming after these, and when I was on holiday with my family, I got a phone call. All right, and I mean, it wasn't a nice phone call, but basically, again, it's another bit of doom and gloom. But I need to get it out, guys. I need, once all this is away, the fun will begin. All right, so just stick with me. I got a phone call, and the phone call was to say that my Uncle Mick had died. Now, my Uncle Mick was a quality guy, funny, just a top man, honestly, a real top man. He really was. If any of his mates or anybody that knew him just know my Uncle Mick Collins. He was that's who I'm named after. He was also my godfather. An amazing guy, alright, but he died. Now, I get this phone call. I nearly fainted at the time, you know what I mean? I'm actually looking at a picture of him now on the wall when I'm telling a story. It's quite weird. I don't know if this is going to cut out or not. The camera. Hopefully no. Let's see. 2 seconds, guys. Fuck it, we'll go with it. We're raw, we're here, we're live, we're kicking, guys. I'm sorry for all the wee mishaps, but this is it. We're fresh, we're doing it live, alright? We're going for it, we're rolling with it. Anyway, my Uncle Mick passed away. Wasn't nice to hear, but my thing was, right, I need to go down the stair. My mum and dad were having a brilliant time. I had to go down and let my mum and dad know. Now first, I should have told my dad first, really, because that's his brother, it's my dad's wee brother, right? 2 of my best pals, 2 of them are, you know, close. I mean, I know how close I am to my brother, so breaking that news to my dad, horrible, man. But I had to tell my mum first, and my mum was fucking gutted. And my dad was away out with the Wayne, so by the time they come back, my mum sat my dad down and we told him, and he lost it, man. It's not a nice thing to see, especially the way my dad is. Always kind of happy and just always want to make a joke. Not a really serious guy. So it's hard thing to see. So all that was happening, right? I mean, me trying to come after things and try to be better myself, like no depending on tablets and being a mad fucking zombie, and then that happens. It feels like you're just getting hurt down all the time. But anyway, I was bad on the booze with that, right? That was just, my head was totally fucked. That was 2 deaths. My gran had died in August before that. Honestly, so that was fucking, everything all that was going on in my head. I was single, so I was just fucking getting on it all the time, constantly. When I never had the Wayne, I was on it. I was getting into work mad with it. I was just mad with it all the time. When I got the Wayne, I wasn't boozing or anything like that. I wasn't drinking. But I was dying. I mean, I was still taking the Wayne out to do nice things. You know, got to the pictures, got to the ice skating where. But when I was there, I was just dying. Horrible. And I'm sorry for that. I'll always be sorry for that, for wasting their times. And it's just, I mean, you're probably watching thinking, right, like, fuck, you had a booze, you had a bevy, but it catches up with you. It really does. It catches up with you. Thursday nights, Friday, and then just during the weeks, and then just, it catches up with you. Something in my soul told me that I had to stop it. I just had to do it because it was horrible. Now this is where I'm getting to, right? So, if you can imagine, right, if you go out at the weekend, you go out on a Saturday night, and you're on the bevy, right, and you're on the gear as well, maybe a wee eccy, whatever your tipple is. See, on the Sunday morning and the Monday, how bad do you feel? You feel horrible because you've got a come down and you've got a hangover. Alright? Now, if you can imagine the fucking... I had basically... I think that dark place I was, where my head was, I think that was a a 7-month come down and a 7-month hangover, because if you think about it, when you come off everything, like people say you feel great, you do through time, but no straight away. Just be prepared. If you are thinking about fucking going teetotal, you're going to face up to something really hard and challenging, really challenging. And that's what I had. Now, not only was I coming off the booze for all the years I've been drinking it, all the gear, or the eckies, or the whatever it was I was taking, all that stuff, even the hash, right? Now, if you can imagine all of that on top of that sertraline drug, right? If you can imagine just stopping that, think of the fucking come down and hangover you're going to have. Alright, it's hard. It was hardcore. My head, everything. Do you know what? It was like, on the outside, I was probably just pleasing people, right? But see, inside, man, when I was sitting in here myself, it was fucking horrible. I'd lost jobs. Alright, I wasn't the same guy. It was horrible. All this was going through my head. And every single thing that I've ever done in my life, good or bad, small or little, small or big, sorry, it was all going through my head and I was reliving it all. It was like a kind of PTSD thing. I was back there and I was going through just stupid wee things, man. Power, what's that saying? Like, just stupid wee things. That camera's going to cut out, I think, guys. Hopefully no. I'm going to plug it in a second, but it was just, I was reliving everything, and it's all, honest to God, guys, I've never really spoke about this, but it was fucking hellish. But I got better, alright? I stuck it out. I went through it. I got better. I came off the drink totally, came off the gear totally, came off everything, hash, the lot, everything. And see now, I feel fucking amazing. I feel great, I feel brilliant. Every morning I wake up buzzing, just about being alive. Alright, so see if you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh, I've got no... Listen, guys, even if you've not got a lot, alright, you're fucking living. You need to make shit happen for yourself. Alright, I've got, me personally now, I know what I want out of life, and I know where I want to go, and I know where I want to be, and I know what I need to do to get there. Alright, and it started off with becoming clean and sober. It did. That's where I was going wrong. All the years I was turning up to, see, every fucking gig I ever had, I was turning up, I was at my sockets. I was steaming, and I was fucking coked up. I wasn't really there. Alright, I wasn't showing up. I was showing up and doing sets, and just, it was horrible. Every fucking stand-up gig I was doing, I was booked for Sunday nights, and I was on it the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, turning up Sunday, fucking steaming, making an ass of myself. Do you know what I mean? Still, people were still laughing, right? But I was still, nah, it's no where I want to be. It's not what I want to be doing. You need to be professional. And now, more than ever, I think that's where I'm headed. That's where I want to be, alright? And I'm proud of myself for where I'm now, because when my mum died, right, I had two choices. The choices were, one, go back the way I was, go back to just on it all the time, go back to that fucking place I was, or two, keep going, keep being sober, just keep fucking working away, just keep doing your thing, and it'll pay off. And that's the one I chose, and I feel amazing for it. Like I said, guys, get up in the morning and just fucking be buzzing that you're here. No matter what's happening or going on, a lot of shit might be happening, but you're fucking here. You only get this once. You only get one shot of this. So fucking just go for it, man. I just hope that people watching this understand, and, you know, they can take something away from it. Like, and if you want to talk, I'm here. Just send us a message. I'm more than happy to talk to people, because I feel I helped myself. I went through it myself. It was horrible, but if you're watching, you might be thinking, oh, what, you went through it, but I'm no kidding on when I'm saying this. It was fucking horrible, man. It was times I was like, alright, that's me, I'm out of here, I can't take it. And the only thing that kept me here was my wee lassie, my daughter, my brother, and my dad, and my mates. That's it. I always just kept thinking, I can't go, I can't do that, because I've lost a lot of mates to suicide, other people, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm standing up. I'm going to battle through this, no matter how hard it is, no matter what it throws at me. I'm going to go for it. And see now, I feel amazing. Like I said, I get up every morning just buzzing, being happy about breathing, about living, and I'm just going to keep going. That's it. But as I said, again, apologies if I keep going back and forward, guys. But this is the first one. We'll get used to it. We'll get used to it together. Alright, we'll get you straight together. But when my mum died, I just knew. But see all that shit that I did go through, I felt I had to go through it at that point. That was the right time for me to go through it, because if I didn't go through it and then I just lost my mum, it would have been a different story. I think I would have went right off the rails. I really do. I think I'd have went fucking crazy. But all that happened at the right time. I think it was preparing me. I think it was preparing me for stuff that's going to come. And now, like I said, you don't get used to death. You get familiar with it, I think. And you don't want to see any of your loved ones or your relatives, your mates, anybody die. You really don't, and it's hard. Everybody takes it in a different way. I just feel like if you just get up, just take it as it goes. Just take every day one step at a time, and just know that whoever it is that you've lost are in a better place. They're no here. They've no pain. They've no worry. And you just need to think like all the times that you had with them were good. You keep it up there and you move forward. You just keep moving forward, because you can't mope about. You can't sit about and fucking dwell on it, because if you do, you're going to be trapped. You're going to be trapped there. You need to get up, just fucking go on with it, man, move forward. So guys, I just felt like I feel a bit better. Whew. I feel better that I've got that off the chest. Sorry it was a bit doom and gloom, but I just felt that I wanted to explain a few things, and just the way I was and the way I'm on now. Totally different ball game, man. Just different head. Feel fucking fresh every day. Head's much clearer. You know, I'm a better dad, I'm a better person. I'm a better fucking person. I know that. I've got time for people. Like I said, if you want to fucking talk anytime, give a wee message, guys. So I've got a wee list here of things I wanted to talk about. So I'm going to keep battering away, working hard, doing what I'm doing, going to keep writing every day, and I'm going to keep doing the 5-minute stand-up show. I'm going to put it out every Sunday. So eventually I'll progress towards, doing it live. Because I'm doing it myself here, I want a wee bit of production behind it to look good, for it to look good. So it's like when I'm recording it, I can then go back and edit it, like just put the wee final touches on it, a wee bit of music and that to make it presentable. If I do it live, I can't really do that unless I've got somebody in with me. Do you know what I mean? If there's somebody there to help me do it. So if there's anybody that's up for helping me do it, get in touch, man, and we can work something out. Also as well, if there's anybody watching this now, like I said, as we progress this, once I feel as if I've got everybody to know me that wee bit better, I'm going to start getting guests on. So if you're watching this and you feel as if you've got a wee story to tell, or you're a comedian, you're a DJ, whatever it is that you do, you're in the arts, whatever, reach out to me, send us a message, and you can come on for a chat. If you don't feel comfortable doing a video, give us a wee phone, I'll record it, and we'll be able to hear your voice. Or else if you want to get right involved in it and you want to fucking really hang about with me, come up and I'll get the 2 mics set up, and we'll get a chair either side of the table, and we'll go for it. Aye man, it's good, man. So YouTube, I wanted to talk about YouTube as well. I started doing that in November. Started building my audience up, and by the time December came, 1 month, I had 1,000 subscribers, which is class. That's amazing, because they say it takes people years to get their first 1,000 subscribers. Excuse me. I done it in a month, and I was more than happy with it. And that's because all yous were just sharing the stuff. So really, excuse me guys, really, this is all down to yous. Whoever it is that's watching, if you're enjoying it, get a share, and hopefully it can help other people. Because like I said, I'm a big podcast guy. I've watched things where it was the Joey Diaz podcast. I was watching that when I was doing Uncle Joey's joint, right? And it was a wee highlight of the week for me, because a lot of people don't get it anymore, and it's just him, the way I'm talking now like this, him in front of a camera for half an hour, 45 minutes, once a week. He was doing it. Big up to the guy, man, because he does it once a week. A lot of people do it once a week. I'm aiming at least for one or two of these a month. Alright, I'll be happy if I do 1 or 2 of these a month, but I look forward to it. Even though as a guy just sitting talking, it's good. I don't know, there's something good about it. So hopefully you get what I got for watching things like that. Hopefully it makes you feel good. And as I said, it'll be more and more entertaining each time. This is just the start. of this podcast. So hopefully we're going to be getting on Spotify and a few other, outlets. You need at least 5. I think you need at least 5 episodes before they even look at, doing the show. But honestly, guys, I'm enjoying myself. I hope you are as well. Like I said, if you feel like you want to reach out to me and talk about anything that I've mentioned in this, if you felt the same, whatever it is, give us a message. We'll talk about it. Try and think if there's anything else I want to say. Also what I'm going to be doing as well is, instead of me doing the 5-minute show, the stand-up show, what I'm going to be doing every week. Also on this, the podcast, once a month, I'm going to read out some stuff, material I'm working on, just trying it out, like sort of new material night sort of thing. So I'll maybe read out one of the bits I've been working on, because to be honest with you, my head's all over the place, right? With the comedy now, I know I want it more than ever, and I'm gonna get it. I know where I want to be, right, and I know what I need to do. But in terms of material, right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 27 different bits I'm working on, right? And this is stuff away last year to right now. And every time I go back, it's getting better and better and better. I can add wee bits on, I can take bits away. So, I mean, look, that's all the stuff there. There's hundreds of it. So, when I was going out and doing my bits of stand-up, I was doing stuff as Ray Rogers, I was doing a lot of character stuff. I'll always do that. So, I'm not tied down to the one thing, I'm going out, it's just me, hello, but I'm working on me. That's where I want to work on. Because there's a lot of stuff there that I could use for different characters, but I'm trying to work on me now. It's hard, man, trying to find a comedy voice. See your Kevin Bridges, your Frankie Boyles, Billy Connolly's, fucking Dave Chappelle, Eddie Murphy. See all these guys that you're watching, the guys have been doing it for 10, 15 years. Alright, and that's how they are where they are. They have worked non-stop, failed so many times, been told they're shite. This, until they get to where they want to be, that's where I want to be. And I know I need to keep grafting and crafting it, but try to find that comedy voice, man, it's hard. Because I'm recording myself back, I'm like, that doesn't sound right. How do I get that distinct? It'll come, but this is all part of the parcel. This is all part of the journey for me, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying every bit of it. Like I said, I've been doing stand-up 2 years now. 2 years ago was my first gig, and every time I've just get better and better and better. If you had to see me at my first show, man, it was fucking. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was people laughing, right? I had material there, but I was nowhere near clued up about it, or I didn't have the knowledge then than what I do now. All I've done for 2 years is read books, listen to audio tapes, watch millions and millions of videos, done a stand-up class. I've gave everything to it, and I'm going to keep giving everything to it, because that's what I really want to do. But guys, I just want to say thanks for being there. Thanks for coming along in the journey. Cheers if you're watching. A big thanks to everybody that's sharing. Also, the YouTube, Mikey Motion, YouTube, get a share and subscribe, tell your pals about it. Also as well, I've got a buy me a coffee, I'll put the link in. So if you enjoy my stuff, and if you've been enjoying my stuff through the years, like I said, I've been doing this for about 12 years, alright, comedy, I've been always constantly doing sketches, putting them up, uploading them every day, putting jokes up on Facebook, been doing stand-up live for 2 years, and if you enjoy it, you can buy me a coffee, buy me a wee virtual coffee to help me get better equipment, to help me, put these videos out. Like I said, I'm doing all this for free. I'm doing it because I enjoy it and I love it, but also we need a wee bit back as well. I mean, if I've been making you laugh for 12 years, the least you can do is buy me a wee coffee, a wee virtual coffee, and that'll go towards better camera gear, light stuff for me to do my sketches, putting all the better software. So guys, if you fancy buying me a wee coffee, you can do that, and I appreciate every one of them. And if I see you in real life, I'll buy you a real coffee back. How does that sound? Alright. But guys, I think the first episode has went well. Aye, it's we're here. It's 2021. It's February, and I'm looking forward to the future. No doom and gloom shit. No fucking 2020 shit. We're here. We've got big balls. We've got a fucking big knob, and we've no. It's all right. It's no bad size. It's got weird through the years. That's one thing I've noticed. It's got weird. Then it got bigger a few weeks ago. I started taking these tablets, nootropics for like memory and stuff like that. And I saw my knob getting bigger. It was certainly bigger. And then I forgot to take the tablets, and it's weird again. But anyway, we're here, and thanks for tuning in, guys. Amazing, honest to God. You guys are amazing. If it wasn't for yous, I wouldn't be doing it, because at the end of the day, it's yous I'm trying to make laugh. It's yous I'm trying to entertain. First episode, I'm not going to call it doom and gloom. I'm going to say the past, what needed to be heard. Moving forward though, it's all going to be good stuff, alright? Entertaining stuff. So make sure you share it, and make sure you tune in for the next episode next month, and it'll be all good stuff, guys. Thank you. Love every one of yous. Cheers. Take care now. Over and out.